It's one of the most advanced hospitals in Europe. But it's the most hard-hit of all. This is the main hospital in Bergamo, in Lombardy province. It's one of the most advanced hospitals in Europe. But it's the most hard-hit of all.
And this is the tiny window that family can look through to see their loved ones alone and in intensive care. Only some of them don't get to leave alive, wheeled away like so many others. The New York governor today begged President Trump to send help now, saying he'd been forced to buy ventilators from China because he was like bidding on eBay to secure enough in his own country. Overwhelmed hospital workers, he says, deserve more.
It's clearly a doll. If you can't see that this is a doll, there's nothing I can do for you. You can see the hole in the throat here. You can see the arm joint here. You can see the hair, the fake eyebrow sort of thing, right? It's a doll. In fact, I took a photo here of it just to show you a bit of clearer sort of picture of it. I don't think there's anybody out there who can argue with a straight face that this is a real human being that they're showing in this. So, YouTube community, they're showing dolls, and they're showing these New York hospitals, Brooklyn and whatnot, and here we got a clear instance of a doll.
Not having enough intensive care beds or ventilators is a worst-case scenario that everyone is trying to avoid. The provinces are drawing up guidelines to help make those tough decisions. Ontario's work was led by Dr. James Downer.
We are trying as hard as we can to make sure that if we have to exclude anybody from critical care, it would be people who would be the most likely to die despite our best efforts.
So health would be a deciding factor, but he says a patient's age shouldn't be.
Because it's very hard to defend a specific age limit.
The decisions are gut-wrenching. They are heartbreaking.
The Canadian Medical Association is also working on guidelines for doctors and says as healthcare workers fighting this disease fall ill, there is an argument for ensuring that they are among those who get life-saving care.
It's clearly a doll.
You know, I've been hearing more and more about a thing called fake news.
Fake news.
I've seen people destroyed, and I think it's very unfair. Some of the media outlets that I deal with the fake news.
Fake news.
I think it's a disgrace, an absolute disgrace, but I don't think they care. Well, first of all, one of the reasons I'm here today is to tell you the whole Russian thing, that's a ruse. It's a ruse. I own nothing in Russia. I don't have any deals in Russia. Russia is fake news. I just see many, many untruthful things. The press has become so dishonest. The public doesn't believe you people anymore. You have a lower approval rate than Congress. You know, I've been hearing more and more about a thing called fake news.
Fake news.
I've seen people destroyed, and I think it's very unfair. Some of the media outlets that I deal with the fake news.
Fake news.
I think it's a disgrace, an absolute disgrace, but I don't think they care. I'll tell you something, I don't mind bad stories. I can handle a bad story better than anybody as long as it's true. But I'm not okay when it is fake. It's all fake news. I mean, it's story after story after story. We're not gonna let it happen again. The public gets it. When I go to rallies, they want to throw their placards to CNN. Here's the thing, I want to see an honest press. I want to see an honest press. I want to see an honest press. It's so important to see an honest press. I want to see an honest press. I want to see an honest press. But our nation's reporters will not tell you the truth. So I'll go over just some of them.
MSNBC.
You are fake news.
The New York Times.
You are fake news.
CBS, NBC, ABC.
BBC, LA Times.
You are fake news.
The Washington Post.
You are fake news.
CNN.
Very fake news.
Politico. AP.
HuffPo. BuzzFeed.
Failing pile of garbage. You know, I've been hearing more and more about a thing called fake news.
Fake news.
I've seen people destroyed, and I think it's very unfair. Some of the media outlets that I deal with the fake news.
Fake news.
I think it's a disgrace, an absolute disgrace, but I don't think they care.